What is going on, guys? My name is Cam, and if you guys don't know me, I am like a social media marketer, drop shipper type guy, and pretty much I am kind of new to this whole YouTube thing. I have a lot of value that I really want to share with you guys about drop shipping, about entrepreneurship in general, about like mindset, and I figured that the best way for me to do it was to start up a YouTube channel. So pretty much what I'm going to be showing you guys today is my first ever winning Shopify dropshipping product. I'm going to show you guys the funnel. I'm going to show you guys the product listing. I'm going to show you guys how I found it, how I market it, and everything that goes along with that entire funnel. So you guys just stick around for a little bit more. I'm about to show you everything. Alright guys, so if you guys are listening now, then you guys are probably inside of my computer right now, and I'm going to show you guys, again, like I was talking about earlier, my first ever winning product. Now, I just want to say this as a disclaimer, I do not recommend selling copyrighted products. Like, do not sell this. I don't want to say don't sell this product, but like, if you can avoid selling products like this that are trademarked or copyrighted, like, do that. I'm just showing you guys like what I did a little bit earlier. This was like 2017, late 2016 when I like actually sold this product, and right around this time I didn't really have much knowledge on drop shipping, and I didn't really know what to do and what not to do. So like, now that you guys know, you guys cannot make the same mistakes that I did. Alright, so I'm about to show you guys the product, and here it is right here. So these are the Dragon Ball socks. I know they look kind of crazy. I don't even know what this says, but it looks pretty crazy, guys. But I probably made right around $2,000 with this product, along with like the upsells that came along with this product. I'm gonna make sure to show all of this to you guys. But what I kind of just wanted to show you guys is the marketing aspect of drop shipping. Like, this product, like right here, kind of just looks really shitty, and I want to show you guys like what I did to it to kind of make this product look a lot less shitty and make it look like a whole lot better. Now, I'll go ahead and like say I did pretty much sell this through Instagram influencers. You guys like who actually follow me, you guys know that that's like my thing. It's like Instagram influencers. Everything else is kind of like, not so much, but Instagram influencers is like 100% my thing. So how did I find this product, guys? Pretty much I stalked the living shit out of my competitors. So this was my Instagram account right here. I'm gonna make sure to come back to this in a minute, but pretty much what I did was I stalked the living shit out of this company right here, the Anime Social Club. At the time, I just thought that their engagements, their ads, I thought that everything that they did was absolutely amazing. So I was like, I need to do this too. And this was, like I said, a long time ago, so I doubt they even have the post up anymore, but they posted a picture of some Naruto socks. And I remember I'm scrolling through the comments, looking at all the comments, and people were going absolutely crazy over these socks. So I was like, okay, I pretty much lived in the world of anime, so I was like a super huge anime fan, so I knew what was going on, I knew what wasn't going on. And I knew that Dragon Ball at that time was bigger than Naruto. Even though I absolutely love Naruto, if it's up to me, I throw Dragon Ball out the water and stick with Naruto all day. But I knew that Dragon Ball series, the Dragon Ball Super, was about to end or take like a pause. And I remember people were going absolutely crazy over that. Like, every meme that I was posting about Dragon Ball was going absolutely crazy. So I said, I need to sell a Dragon Ball product. Like, it only makes sense. I know socks are selling, and I know Dragon Ball is hot. Let me sell a Dragon Ball product, right? Like, that's just, to me, it was just like common sense. Like, this is what I need to do. And a few more things that I did was I thought a lot about my target customer. I will tell you guys, I probably spent 12 hours a day, if not like literally working on the store and making edits to the Instagram page, whatever. If I didn't do that, I was thinking about the store. So like, a lot of thinking that I was doing was, how would I want somebody to target me? Like, I am a super huge anime fan, and I was thinking, okay, if somebody were to target me and they did this, it wouldn't work. But if somebody were to target me and they did this, it would work. And then if they did this, it wouldn't work. But then if they did this, and then this, and then this, all of these things work. So you guys have to think about that a lot whenever it comes to targeting your proper customer, because people target me, they still target me all the time because of like how much I show interest in like Facebook pages or Instagram pages that have to do with anime. And I always looked at the ads that appealed to me the most, like the ones that made me almost want to buy immediately off of impulse. I would like screenshot the ads and I would go back and I would like look at the ads and I would like write down either on my phone, like I would draw on it, or I would like write on a piece of paper, what is it about this ad that made me want to buy it so much? What was it that forced me to almost like impulsively buy it? If I didn't buy it, or if I did buy it, what made me want to buy it? And I thought about that with literally everything, and especially with anime products. So you guys have to think a whole lot about your target customer. And the next thing that you guys have to do is make the product look appealing. So like, remember when I was showing you guys that this was pretty shitty, right? I'm gonna show you guys like right now the funnel that like I kind of took my customers through in order for them to see the product and make this kind of product looks kind of shitty look a whole lot better. So I will show you guys like exactly where they started from, my customers. So I was again influencer marketing, so I probably was on a few pages, right around 70-80K. If you guys do go into anime, again, try not to sell trademark products, but if you guys do, you guys just do. You guys will notice that a lot of the influencers don't charge a lot of money for shout outs because the anime niche isn't really popping like that. And when people are like buying shout outs from bigger pages, they're usually newbies and they don't really have like a lot of startup capital. So I think I probably would pay like $15 at most for a shout out. I think like the biggest anime page, at least the biggest Naruto page, has like 1 million followers. And if I'm not mistaken, they might have went up, but I think they charge like $50 or $40 for a post. And if you guys don't know, that's not a lot for like a page with 1 million followers, but it's just because they don't get like a lot of people coming to them. So I probably paid about $12 for this, and this was like right around the time where free plus shipping was like super duper high. I don't know if you guys remember that, but free plus shipping was a really big deal. So I think that I said that it was this much, and I remember I charged, whenever you do free plus shipping, you don't want to make it like $15.95 or $15.99. You make it kind of look like a random price. So I think I did like $8.76, or it was some crazy number like that, but the profit margins weren't that high. I think I would profit like $5 or $6 on each sale. But this is like, it's pretty much where I started. Now I wouldn't do this at all. I might do free plus shipping, but not in the same way I did it then. And then this is like the ad that they will see, and then here is the funnel that they will go to. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this funnel. The thing that was super cool, I bet you guys didn't even know you could do this. You can make it look like a phone from your laptop. Somebody had to teach it to me. What I didn't think about was that there are so many different marketing angles that actually work that people never take advantage of. So like, for example, like MailChimp landing pages, most people don't even use MailChimp. If they use it, they're not using it right, and they damn sure aren't using MailChimp landing pages. So I was thinking like all of the time, what can I use to beat my customer? My competition. I noticed that like a lot of my competition were sending people straight to product pages. Well, I was like, instead, let me send people straight to a landing page, and then depending on which button they click on, I might not even take them to the product page yet. I might take them to the collection page so that they can see all of my products, and it just feels like the customer isn't being sold to as much anymore. But that was one of the things that I did. This is like what I was telling you guys about a little bit earlier. Oh crap. Yeah, this is what I was telling you guys about a little bit earlier, is I made this. Now this page doesn't look that good, but it looks much better than the picture that like I was just showing you guys off AliExpress. And then another thing that I like focused on was my content writing. So like I tried to make my customer feel like I wasn't selling to them as much. So like I didn't even talk about the product on the first line. I did that very intentionally. I mean, it wasn't much to discuss because like, you know, it's just a pair of socks, but I went on ahead and I said like, hey guys, like this is what's it. I tried to put in like a few jokes in there. I tried to make my customer feel like at home, because I know when people market to me and they use regular ad copy, it almost pisses me off. But when people market to me and they talk to me as if we're friends, or they talk to me as if we know each other, they kind of use funny, they use like a little bit of cuss words, they look fresh as shit, it makes me feel like I'm a lot more at home, and it makes me feel like I'm being sold to a little bit less. Because remember, my target market is like probably 25 and like right up under 25, so I had to, you didn't want to come at them with like super spammy or super producty words, because they see those all the time through all the different ads. then I like, even a lot of people were like wondering free plus shipping, how is it free, yada yada yada, customers. So I explained like the very second thing is like, this is why it's free, and all we ask for you to do is cover the shipping costs. So trying to be like as transparent with my customers as possible. Money back guarantee, I actually did honor this guarantee. A lot of people didn't. But then like even just like the lifestyle photos of this, the product, like all of this stuff right here, and then even like coming back with like the testimonials and stuff like that, like these, like I tried my hardest to make sure that the customers are really doing this stuff. And then even down here, like I still even more, like I thought about it, like if they get to the bottom of the funnel and they still haven't clicked shop now, it has to be because they're not convinced on buying the product. So this like last little thing is like my last effort to convince the customer, hey, you need to buy this. So that's where I put like literally all of my content writing skills in here. And I would like absolutely like suggest you guys use this stuff. Like if you guys want to like copy or take a piece out of it, like I will not be offended at all. This type of content writing, and not the regular basic like you'll love this product, 50% off today only sale. I don't want to say that stuff doesn't work, but from what I've seen, this stuff works a lot better. So you guys make sure to check that out. And this is like the funnel that I took you guys through. The website is down, so I can't actually show you guys the product page, but the product page is relatively simple. It just had these pictures again, and then like zero for the price. Believe it or not, this store is actually on WooCommerce. It wasn't even on Shopify. Back then, I didn't even know what Shopify was. And then like I got really good a few years before at like editing websites, so I did it pretty much on WooCommerce. And then I want to tell you guys a little bit about how I sold this product, right? So, well, a little bit what I was talking about earlier. Like I went against the grain of what I saw everybody else was doing. So I saw nobody's using a landing page. Let me test using a landing page. Nobody's sending people to a collection page. Let me take using the collection page. Nobody was even using WooCommerce. So other people would come on my website and they couldn't track the stuff that I was doing. So let me try to use WooCommerce. It was like, whenever you're marketing to people, you have to think about it from your customer standpoint, and what is the customer used to seeing? What do they go numb to whenever they see certain marketing aspects? And then how can you tweak or twist around your marketing aspects so that they don't look like that anymore? And then I'll make sure to share like these next few slides with you guys. They're like super important as far as like how to like actually sell a product, because like for me thinking about my customer, me thinking about how to sell to this customer the best way is really what I think that this product sold so much. So like test as many different marketing angles as you can from the absolute beginning. I want to show you guys right here. This is like a video of a guy. His name's Chewy. He's a rapper. I remember I was just DMing like literally everything I could think of. So I was like, influencer marketing, I'm using meme pages. What if I use a real person? So Chewy, his entire first album, I'm sure you guys have probably never heard of him, but his entire first album was about Dragon Ball Z. So I said, I have a company that sells Dragon Ball Z tees. So I DM'd him and I was like, hey man, is it alright if I send you a picture of you wearing the hoodie and you take a picture and you just take a picture of yourself using it? He was like, absolutely, man. So he did a concert. I think he did 3 concerts like across the United States. And in each one of those concerts, he wore my hoodie and took pictures of himself wearing my hoodie. And then, like, if I'm not mistaken, so he posted it on his social media where he got the hoodie from. And it was like, as he was going through all of these different states, it was getting lots more exposure from my brand. And I even got sales and like some extremely loyal customers through stuff like this. And like, I can almost guarantee you that like nobody dropshipping is thinking about sending clothes to rappers. Like I will really put money on it. Nobody's doing that, which is exactly why you should be doing that. And another thing, guys, is like I need you guys to understand you have to live through your funnel. So when I told you guys a little bit earlier, I want to emphasize it a lot more. Like I was literally thinking about when customers would go from this funnel to here, to my product page, to the checkout page, to the email sequence after that. I was thinking, how will a customer feel after this? If I use this word instead of this word, how would that make that customer feel? And that's like the type of marketing stuff that you have to do. You have to think, what is it about this customer? And then when you're done with that, double check the numbers and say, like, what is it about this that didn't do this? And what is it about that made this happen? And that's like the piece of marketing a lot of people don't talk about, but that's the piece that makes you the most money, because being able to sell to people's emotions. I don't recommend selling to copyrighted products again, but the reason why a lot of people do is because there's a lot of passion and emotion in products like this. Like this Naruto poster behind me, like I absolutely love Naruto, and if somebody just like almost shitty marketing markets me Naruto because of how much of emotional connection I have with it, I will almost automatically buy it. And a lot of what I was doing with this is playing on that emotional connection. Even in the copyright of the ad, like I would talk. Remember I was telling you guys the Dragon Ball ending for like a certain amount of time was like a super trending topic. In my ad copy, I was talking about Dragon Ball and how it was going to end, and playing on that emotional aspect so that I could sell my customers. Another thing that like I think really helped this product out, because it was a free plus shipping product, is that when I added in the upsell of another free plus shipping product, so it was actually two. I'm actually kind of embarrassed to show you guys this ad because it looks so bad, but this is one of them right here. But that was one of the ads that I upsold right there, and I think that upsell was like I think it was about $10 for the shipping price, because I knew that where people were coming from. So I knew that they were like obviously interested in Dragon Ball. And then this one right here, this one is actually the one that almost damn near everybody took and really made like lots of money. Yeah, this upsell actually went so well that I ended up testing this product by itself. It didn't do as well as the socks. It actually worked a lot better as an upsell. But like this like kind of like light up thing, again, literally nobody was testing it. So I was looking at it and I was like, well, hell, if it's a dope video for it, I need to be the one testing it. So I went ahead and tested it, and it worked absolutely well. So combined together, I think if somebody just took the socks, I would make like $6. But if somebody took everything, I would make like, it would go from like $6 to right around $20, $22. And that's how like I made a lot of that. The 2K I was talking about earlier was simply because of like the upsells, and then me thinking a lot about the marketing and the emotions. Like if they're coming for a Dragon Ball Z product, you don't upsell them a Pokemon product. Like they don't want that. They want Dragon Ball. So you have to kind of think about that type of stuff whenever you're selling to people. And then like absolutely finally guys, like now that I've kind of taken you guys through the funnel, I've shown you guys like my Instagram page. Like I really cried on my ass off on this Instagram. Like if y'all want to check this out and model your Instagram off of this. This is a dope ass Instagram. And like and it almost like mirrors this one right here that I was showing you guys earlier when I was stalking my customer. I literally stocked everything about my competition. And like a few closing remarks that I had to you guys, like how I actually got up to this point, because it probably took me a year to get to this point of like pure drop shipping before I actually made this amount of money. And then once I made this, I switched over niches, and then I literally couldn't replicate it. So like I want to show you guys a lot of the stuff that I went through that like really held me back. So I was like absolutely afraid to fuck up. Like I didn't have very much money. I think I had like a part-time job, and I was working probably like 10 hours a week at like 10 hours a week. I think I was like $8 an hour, so I wasn't making that much. So like I didn't want to fuck up. I didn't want to lose any money, because I was like, if I pay this influencer $12 or $20, shit, that's 2 hours of me working at work, and I already hate going to work, so I don't want to mess this up. But that's what held me back a lot, like especially with Instagram influencer shout outs, is that I was so afraid to like risk losing money. But a part of it is that when you are afraid to risk losing money and you don't actually take the risk, you risk not making money as well. So that's like one of the biggest like mind fucks that you have to kind of talk yourself out of. And feel better. Like I failed a lot. Like even with the Dragon Ball Z socks that I was telling you guys about, I messed up a lot. Like when I messed stuff up, I would mess up, and then I would say, okay, I fucked up here. How do I not fuck up like this again? How do I switch this over so that this doesn't happen again? How do I make it so that next time somebody sees this ad, they get emotionally triggered immediately? It's stuff like that. And I never stopped learning. Like even when I was doing this, telling you guys I'm working 12 hours a day, a lot of it was mostly on the store, but a lot of it was watching YouTube channels, reading blogs, even catching up what's going on with the anime niche, like finding out what's going on in the world of like customers selling, and then find out what's going on in like the actual niche that like you guys are in. And then like the absolute biggest thing is that drop shipping is a craft. Like if I told you guys you need to be able to run a half marathon by tomorrow, you would look at me like I was absolutely crazy. Like, I can't run a quarter marathon. How am I gonna run like a full marathon by tomorrow? But the thing is that like it's almost impossible for you to go from having like, if you guys are anything like me, like I had super big goals. I want to make $10,000 next month, but I had never made any money before. So the biggest thing that I would say is that drop shipping is a craft, And the same way how you think it's almost crazy for you to be able to run like a full marathon by tomorrow, it's almost just as crazy for you to think that you can make $10,000 next week and you've never made any money online. Now, it can happen, but the smarter thing to do is think of it as a craft. So you say, if I want to actually run a full marathon, I need to start off by running a quarter marathon. I need to start off by drinking more water. I need to start off by walking in the trail park before I can actually run it. And then 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, then I can run the full marathon. Or like in your case, then I can make an extra $10,000 a month. So guys, remember, dropshipping is a craft. And thank you guys for listening all the way. This is kind of a long video, but I wanted to make sure I get everything out. Again, my name's Cam, and thank you guys again for watching. If you guys haven't followed me, make sure to follow me on Instagram. Connect with me through there, and I will try my absolute hardest to respond to all of these comments. So thank you guys again, and remember, never stop grinding.